Sean, disappointing result today. What are your immediate thoughts on the game?
Very disappointed. Miles off where we need to be today. The details, the aspects of the game that are important, both boxes. Some basic errors in there as well, which don't help, of course. But no, we started okay actually. Had good control of moments in the game. And the first game comes in and we dip too quickly. The first goal, we don't react to the poor goal. The second one's equally poor for different reasons. And then it just sinks too quickly. And we've tried to break the team out of that, and we showed strong signs of that last season. That seemed to be before I got back here, or came in here, where there's that softness to the performance and how quickly it drifted. And that happened again today. So we've got to correct that very quickly because it's early season. These games can be strange. I will say, you've just seen that side who just got punished last week, and then they've punished us today. That's sometimes the way early season works. We don't want that to happen, of course. But I'm well aware of the things that need changing, and part of that is the mentality today, because the mentality was nowhere near it today.
I was going to ask, obviously, it felt like chalk and cheese from the performance last week to this one. Is that one of the bigger things you put down to, the mentality?
Well, I've been speaking to him endlessly from last season about away form, because it's been a story for the last couple of seasons, and how we correct it. We're the only ones that correct it, but you can't wait for others to correct it. It just looked like, when it's a strange thing to say, but when individuals, sometimes you're playing football, you just do your own job and you're waiting for someone else to do theirs. It can't be that. You've got to be a connected outfit. We just didn't look connected today. Slightly better in the second half with the ball, more, but you're 3-0 down, 4-0 down. In a weird way, it's easier to play. You're like, well, what's the worst that can happen? We've got to play properly at 0-0, and we didn't today. So there's no excuses at all. We were miles off today on all levels. The strangest thing about football, if I showed you the physical stats after this game, probably not that much in it, but it's on your eyes. You can see the edge that players play with. They look sharper. They looked more into the game, more connected with the ball, and worked hard when they had to outside of having the ball. We didn't. We were way off that.
Inevitably, the mood's going to be low. How are you going to pick the players up for another big game next Saturday at home to Wolves?
Well, these games should pick themselves up, because that's not good enough. The strange thing and sometimes the good thing about these games is that gives you that one that gives you a jolt, and you go, right, collectively that's nowhere near good enough. So I'm not really expecting to have to pick them up in that sense. I'm going, lads, come on. That's a reality of that game. Now we've got to correct that. Within that, of course, it's not ideal. Dom's just back fit. We lose him. He got a knock on his cheek, no concussion, so there's no worries with that one, but he got a firm knock on his cheek. They're having checked now, and his eye went a bit blurry, so he couldn't really see. That's not ideal. Alex Iwobi gets injured, that's not ideal either. We're running at small numbers, we know that. But look, these are the challenges right in front of us. But like I say, there's no excuses for me today about that, none whatsoever.
In search of some positives, I know it's not easy after a game like that, but the substitutes, Danjuma, Dobbin, both come on and worked really hard, looked bright. Is that at least a positive for you going into next week?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, look, on view of the game, you have to take what comes, but there is always some positives, weirdly enough, about football, and them two, I couldn't agree more. I think Dobbo's been excellent all pre-season. He's knocking on the door, he was anyway. Arnie's getting fitter, he's getting stronger, and he tried to affect the game in a positive manner. There's two bright sparks in a really tough day today. The good news for them, they've definitely put themselves in the thinking, quite obviously. They haven't been far off at all, especially Dobbo, because to be fair to Arnie, he's still getting fit and sharp. That grounding fitness, that'll do him good today. But Dobbo's had a really strong pre-season, and he showed it again today by coming on with that freedom that some young players have, ready to take the game on. I'm really pleased for him. But like I say, they're two positives, but in a day of negatives.